Olivia, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, everyone gets their news from the BBC.
Yeah.
We want to know more about the process of the BBC getting their news.
Yeah, that is a great question. To be honest, that was one of the first ones when I first joined the BBC a few years ago. So basically, luckily for us, the BBC is the world's biggest broadcaster. So what that means in reality is it's quite amazing. Around the clock, 24/7, we have reporters all over the world. We have bureaus, in Egypt, in the USA, in Singapore, you name it. We probably have a team out there, or we're probably sending one very quickly as the story breaks. So essentially, kind of how it works is often like in a breaking news scenario, we'll start getting kind of early rumblings from like reporters on the ground saying they've seen something, they've heard something. Social media nowadays is a massive gateway into getting an insight into what's happening on the ground. We have a lot of kind of very fancy technology, kind of these systems we use where we can actually kind of see when people are starting to use a particular word or certain phrase,
Right, okay.
starting to see what's trending, what certain words people are using, and then in a way, it's like journalism is kind of like building a puzzle. You have lots of different pieces coming together, and you have to kind of try and make a narrative and try and decipher just what is going on. And that's all about sources. So it's our journalists on the ground. It's also like news agencies as well. So we use people like Reuters. So they're people who, again, are really massive organizations who basically will pump out news lines, which we need to then go and verify and check. And I think that's also another thing for us. Our job essentially as journalists is actually getting harder because obviously fake news being the kind of big word of 2017. And I think that's really re-emphasised our mission as BBC independent journalists, verifying content and just making amazing stories that are true, that are real, and say it as it is, really.